The idea is to, well, the first part of it, at least, is to give a number to these different activities. So to what extent you're able to do the activities that you chose in the beginning. And again, it needs to be on a scale of 0 to 10, where 0 is it's absolutely impossible, and 10 is no problem at all. So the first activity is a full day in front of the computer. To what extent you feel you will be able to do that?
I'm gonna say 8.
And then we have 3 hours on a plane.
Well, I did that this week, so I'll say 9.
And 30 minutes of running.
uh, Tricky one. It's my knees that are the problem now, not my neck. So I'll say 6.
Okay, but let's actually, if you have something local in your knees, let's rather give a, because I'm fishing for, if you haven't had to have broken your leg right now, then that would be not a good measurement of your progress. So let's base it on the condition. Unless you perceive the trouble with your knees as part of this.
No, no. My neck, or my neck.
So if your knees were okay.
If my knees were okay, then probably 9 or 10 wouldn't bother me.
All right, excellent. And then 3 hours of socializing.
Probably an 8.
And going to the cinema.
Went to the cinema this week, so 9.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, that's really good, Andy. So right now your total activity level is 44, so it's almost max. So it's 44, and when we started it was 16.
Wow, so we
Yeah,
turned it now.
yeah. So that's really really good. Okay, so the next part is your top 3 worst symptoms in the last week. So the worst symptom, what would that be?
Still light sensitivity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And
And
number
then
2.
it's funny, I never had it up until this past week or so, but I've had that feeling of like a grain or a piece of dirt inside of my eyelid,
Okay.
on my left hand side, my
Yeah.
left eye. Drove
Grain
me
in your
crazy.
eye. Yeah. Okay. And the third.
I still have stiffness in my neck. It's not gone, but it's a lot better.
Yeah.
But it is still there.
Okay. Brilliant. Okay. So now we have the different pains. And the different pains, you also have to give a number between 0 and 10. And 0 is I don't have it at all. And 10 means it's really, really bad. So the first one is pain in the back of the head. So headaches in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Not so much the neck, but specifically, yeah.
3.
And then we have pain behind the ear.
4.
Yeah. And then we have pain in the temples.
4.
Oh, yeah. And then we have pain in the forehead.
3.
And pain on top of the head.
3.
Yes. And pain in the back teeth.
1.
pain in the jaw.
I do clench my teeth at night still, so that could be a 4.
Okay, so pain, the pain you perceive during the day, not so much the clenching.
Okay, so after I initially wake up throughout the day, 2.
Yeah, all right. And then pain in the chest or collarbone.
3.
And pain in the neck.
Pain in the neck is probably still the highest at maybe 5.
And pain between the shoulder blades.
3.
And pain in the middle of the back.
2.
And pain in the lower back.
1.
Yeah. And then we have pain in the shoulder.
That can get pretty painful. 4.
And pain in the upper arm.
3.
And pain in the lower arm.
1.
And pain in the wrist.
0.
Yeah. And pain in the eyes or behind the eyes.
4.
And pain in the arms. Oh, sorry, feeling disturbances in the arms.
Yeah.
Numbness or tingling or...
Yeah, I do get it rarely. 2.
And then feeling disturbances in hands and fingers.
0.
And then we have tinnitus.
Low. 2.
And sensitivity to sounds.
4.
And sensitivity to light.
7.
And trouble swallowing or a sensation of not swallowing properly.
0.
And watery eyes, running eyes.
3.
And nausea.
0.
And dizziness and balance disturbances.
3.
Yeah. And irritation in the eyes.
Yeah, that's sort of a new thing. 3.
Yeah. And droopy eyelids.
2.
Yeah. And irritation in the nose.
3.
And trouble turning the head.
3.
And visual disturbances.
4. My left eye does weird things.
And living in jelly or living in a dream.
Yeah, that comes and goes. I will say 4.
Yes. And then we have an inability to concentrate.
4.
And inability to sleep.
5.
Yeah. And stress, a feeling of feeling stressed.
5.
Yeah. And tiredness or a lack of energy.
Getting better, but still a 5.
Yeah. All right, Andy, that was it. Let's have a look at the total. I would be surprised if it has yes, it has fallen. So so it's like when we started all the way back, it was 245. Then it went to 135, and now it's 105. So it's decreased. So a little bit of quick math says 65% reduction. But obviously, from last time we did it to now, the big improvement really is in your activity level. I don't know if that's the big, but it's also significant. But yeah, it's great. It's really good. So whatever you're doing, it's working. No question about it.
Yeah. It's so, massage.
It's the massage, exactly. So well done, and I'll just turn off the recording.